Hey everyone, I'm Pion and welcome to Pion's Primal Perception. Today I'm gonna share my very first experience with Slay the Spire. It is gonna enter Steam Early Access on 15th of November, and it is a roguelite deck building game, which is very interesting to me for various reasons. First, I like deck building games. Second, I like roguelite mechanics in a lot of games if implemented well. And third, a while ago I had the same idea. It would be a great idea to develop a roguelite deck building game. It's on my list, and I don't have specifics or anything, but it's on my list of games I want to develop one day. So let's see if this is any good. Like, maybe I don't have to develop it because this is the perfect roguelite deck building game. We'll see if it's any fun. Let's take a look at the option menu. So we have full screen resolution options, no borderless window, a screen shake. Let's keep it on. If it's annoying, we turn it off. Separate sound sliders, that's good. Various UI options, might come back to that later. Language will be implemented here later. Okay, quality options as well, apparently. Upload gameplay data, yeah, let's keep that in. That's the exit game button. I pressed that on accident on the first try of recording this. Don't press that. That's like not a good place to put it. Like, that's where I wanted to close the menu. That was really weird for me. So I press the button and shut down the game. But anyway, now we're in the game, so let's start, shall we? So this seems to be one of the games that's entering early access fairly polished, and that's only supposed to be in there for fairly short, 4 to 8 months, says the early access description on the Steam page. So let's see if that's true. Well, the polish, the time will tell if the duration is true. The ironclad, or the information about the duration rather. The ironclad. So this seems to be classes, I guess. Those are locked. This is the ironclad. 80 HP, 99 gold. The remaining soldier of the ironclad sold his soul to harness demonic energies. Ooh, it's a demon knight or something. Burning blood. At the end of combat, heal 6 HP. Okay, 6 unlocks remaining. Okay, so there seem to be some global progression in forms of unlocks, apparently. Exodorium, level 1. Select the starting room. I wonder if those have... Okay, I just click one without any information about it, so I guess... I don't know. We'll see if that's important or not later. Defeat enemies by playing cards from your hand. Hand, not hands. Cards require energy to play. Once you are out, end your turn. At the start of your turn, new cards are drawn and your energy is replenished. At the start of your turn, cards are drawn and okay, so refresh everything at the start of your turn. Play defensive cards to gain block when enemies are about to attack you. Block reduces incoming attack damage but wears off at the start of your next turn. Okay, so block vanishes at the start of the turn. During your turn, you can observe an enemy's intent above them. Attack, apparently. If an enemy is intent on attacking you, be sure to gain some block. Okay, so we're fighting a thief or whatever that is. A looter. He has thievery though, which means looters steal your gold whenever he attacks. And he's aggressive. This enemy intends to attack for 10 damage. Oh no. Okay. Oh, that's the thievery. Oh, that's a hard word to say for me. Thievery. Thievery icon. Oh, god damn it. Sometimes I hate that. I'm not a native speaker. So, oh, this character design I like a lot. Look at that sword. I mean, the pose looks a little weird, I have to say. Not sure that looks strange. It might be the perspective. I think he's holding it fairly far from his body, far away, to the front of the camera, but that doesn't really translate into this picture, so that looks a little weird. His arms look very short. Anyway, I like the design. Like, the helmet is amazing, and the hair below it. Does he have, like, is that an animal? Is that like an eagle or something? Looks like a bird head. Maybe it is. Who knows? So we have strike, deal 6 damage, or we can defend, gain 5 block. So I'm not sure if that's worthwhile blocking though, because here's the thing. He deals 10 damage, we could reduce this by 5, or we could just deal 6 damage. And like, relatively, 5 damage preventing is relatively less to my HP bar than to his 44 health bar. So I'm not sure. Well, let's do that anyway for them. Oh wait, never mind, we have 3 energy. Okay, so we can defend twice, not take damage at all, and then strike him. Oh, that's a funky arrow. Looks kind of cool though. Should have a dragon head. Rah, rah, or a snake or something. No, more like a dragon. It's not squiggly enough for a snake. Rah. Okay, a take. Okay, cool. That's our deck. Draw a pile. Okay, so yeah, that's our discard pile. So we have 10 cards in a deck. I guess we can buy more cards because it's a deck building game at some point. So we end turn. We got 10 blocks, so his attack will be negated. There we go. Block. He stole money, though. How much money had to we... Oh, he stole like 15 gold, though. Wow. I hope we get that back after we kill him. He's gonna attack again. Oh, we have a new card. Bash. Deals 8 damage. Apply vulnerable for 2 turns. Vulnerable. Vulnerable creatures take 50% more damage from attacks. Okay. So I want to defend. Because it's probably a good idea to keep your health low. Like, the consideration at first time was only based on the idea that you can only play 1 card, because at that point it might be more useful to just go with the more effective card. But if you can play multiple cards, it might be a good idea to keep your health high, because you probably have to fight multiple enemies. So, also, if I keep my damage below 6, I will regain everything at the end of the combat because of my special ability. So that makes sense, I guess. So, this deals more damage if I play 2 strikes, but this will deal more damage for the next turn. Or maybe the turn afterwards, depends on what 2 turns exactly means. This and the next one, or the next and the one after. But since the fight will go a little longer, because he still has 38 HP, we're gonna play the Bash. I imagine you can fight multiple enemies later on, because if not, there would be no reason for this targeting dragon arrow. So now we discard all the cards, so it's gonna get the deck is gonna get reshuffled, and then we're gonna redraw, I guess. If there are no cards to draw, your discard pile is shuffled into the draw pile. That's how deck building games work usually. So okay, he's gonna attack again, but oh, he got stronger. Interesting. So I guess he gets stronger over time. So, or is that a random number? I guess he gets stronger over time. That might be it. So I think we're gonna eat at least 1 more damage, because we can regain 6 at the end of the turn. So we're gonna... Vulnerable will probably not stack, right? So it makes sense to well, it's not that I can change it now, but it's probably the right decision to go for strike and 2 defense here, because I don't think vulnerable will stack. So let's see. 1 damage. He stole more gold. Vulnerable wears off. So it's this and the next turn. That makes Bash way less useful than it would be otherwise. It's still useful, I guess, especially if you combine it with another attack. Oh, this turn he will defend. It doesn't say how much he will block, though. But that means we can just go for 3 strikes. Unfortunately, the vulnerable just weared off, and we auto-discarded the Bash. So apparently you discard... I didn't even realize earlier, but you discard all your cards at the end of the turn. So that's true Dominion style, I would call it. What did he say? Oh, he's trying to escape. Okay. It's probably worthwhile to kill him, I guess. Probably only getting loot if I kill him. I don't know, like, it would be interesting to have games where letting enemies escape is actually, like, a valid choice, but on default I will go with no, because most games don't do that, so let's just kill him. Oh, he blocked it. Should have went for Bash Strike, maybe. Is that more damage? Bash is 8, Strike is 6, so we either go for 18 with 3 strikes, or for Bash 8 plus 6 plus 50%, so 3... is 8 plus 9 is 17. So now 3 strikes is still stronger, but next turn you will deal more damage. 63 gold, add a card to your deck. Awesome. So we just get a random of 3 cards, or not, 1 of 3 random cards. Wild Strike, 1 energy, deals 12 damage, shuffle a wound into your draw pile. Oh, okay. So it deals damage, like, not damage to myself, but it's a negative card. Wounds are unplayable status cards. Okay, so it's just a blocker, I guess. A blocker card. Shrug it off, gain 8 block, draw 1 card. That's really strong. Wow. So cards definitely are not balanced, which is not necessarily a problem, it's just like a fact. Like, games could be designed in different ways, and this one doesn't seem to be designed in a way that all cards are balanced, because this is just plain stronger than a block card, right? Which makes sense in a deck building game, at least to some degree. No, actually, always. Now that I think about it. Iron Wave, gain 5 block, deal 5 damage. Wow! So this one looked okay. When I thought, okay, it's just a trade-off. But those are just like blank upgrades. I think I want to take one of those. Draw 1 card. Draw 1 card is not all that useful if you don't have a lot of energy, because you can't play too many cards anyway, and you will discard all your cards at the end of the turn. So I think we're going to go with Iron Wave for now. There might be deck combinations where this is useful, but there are different card styles. Attack, skill, and I guess defense. Interesting so far. So can we go here now? No. So, oh, this is just... Oh, so this is different routes. So there was some impact on the beginning. On the starting choice. I didn't pay attention to it earlier. But these have separate routes. Like, or not necessarily separate, but very different routes. And there seems to be different symbols. I guess regular fight, mini-boss... Rest, maybe? Mystery, treasure, what that? Oh, it says here. Merchant, treasure, rest, enemy, elite. Sometimes I'm just blind. Okay, what's that? Burning blood. Oh yeah, so I healed completely, that's good. I got more than the gold I had, I lost, so I'm not sure if I got the gold back or if he just, well, drops a lot of gold. Map. Oh yeah, that's the map we're at. Okay, we can look at our deck. I wonder if you can get rid of your cards as well, like rid of the weaker getting rid of the weaker cards. What if we press return? Oh, that's just get us back to the loot screen. Okay, so that's a wow. What is that? A rat man in a bird costume? Or what is that thing on his feet? That's not actually a tail. I thought that would be a tail, but it's actually like a bandage or something. I don't know. I like the character design though. I was not super convinced by the looter, but this cultist looks amazing. Okay, strategic. This enemy intends to use a buff. Well, let's debuff him. We could use iron. No, like. Okay, if I can use Strike or Iron Wave, I will always use Iron Wave, because Iron Wave is just better. No, it's actually not, never mind. Strike deals 6 damage. So we're definitely going to go with Bash and Strike this turn, because it's not like he's going to attack us. I wonder if you can get more energy. I imagine you can. My power is unmatched. Ritual. Okay, he's aggressive. Now he attacks for 8 damage. And the ritual at the end of its turn gains 4 strength, which will probably increase its damage, I assume. We could defend once or twice. I think we defend one. The other one will be a little bit wasted, but we can take some damage. We will regenerate. This fight will be over fairly quickly, I think. I'm gonna deal massive damage to him. He's down to 11 HP already, so taking some damage seems to be the right choice, because A, our buff is still on, B, we can regenerate 6 HP at the end of the fight. So you got more strength. Doesn't seem to do anything with it though. This enemy intends to inflict a negative effect. I'm not sure if he survives the next turn though. So we can bash again, plus 2 strikes, but we can just... Oh, we don't... Oh no, plus 1 strike. Oh, we don't have 3 strikes. 3 strikes would kill him. Bash plus strike will kill him as well though. Like, easily. My powers were matched. Indeed. The background design is nice as well. Okay, new cards. Havoc. Play the top card of your draw pile and exhaust it. What is exhaust? Removed until end of combat. Oh, so you can get rid of cards, but only temporarily. Huh. This seems only useful if fights go on for fairly long. And the deck is still fairly small, so I'm definitely not gonna take that now, but I can see there's an this might be powerful at some point, but right now it seems fairly useful. Double your current block, Ethereal. If this card is in your hand at the end of the turn, so if you don't play it, it is exhausted. Oh, okay, so you have to play this. So you either play it or it gets dropped. So this is just like, that makes the card weaker and it doubles your block, which is not good right now, because that means it's only useful if I go for block, and trench, because otherwise I could just go for block. So this doesn't seem super useful right now either. But those are all cards that might be powerful later. So it might be a good strategy to just pick some cards that are not that useful right now, but become more powerful later. But let's just go for the short-time solutions for the moment, because I don't have a grasp how this game progresses yet, obviously. Infernal Blade. Add a random attack to your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Exhaust. Removed until... Okay, so that's good. That's a one-time use card. And gives us... This either gives us one of our 1 attacks for free, which still costs 1 because the card costs 1, so it doesn't do anything. Or it gives us bash for 1, basically. So that's good. And also guarantees an attack. Like, it increases the number of attack cards in our deck, basically. Which is... which seems good for now, at least. You probably want some sort of balance. So yeah, I like the graphical design for the most part. Some of the characters are not as strong as the others. Like, this one is not that interesting to look at, I think. What's that? A slaver. Aggressive. Ooh, he attacks for 12. Wow. But the background looks nice. Don't like the floor too much, but the background could be a little bit more alive, I guess. Well, I mean, that's a structure. Why would it move? But it was always the same for the last few turns, so that's not too interesting either. But maybe that changes later. We'll see. So he attacks for 12, so I guess we defend twice and then strike him. So we take 2 damage, which is fine. So we got the Infernal Blade, we get Iron Wave. He's gonna attack again, so Iron Wave seems very useful, especially because it's the only black block we have right now. I think we're gonna save the Infernal Blade for now, because that's not gonna help us at all. So we're gonna go Bash, Iron Wave, to get some damage out and also block a little bit. So that's good. So the Infernal Blade will go back into our deck and not be exhausted because I didn't use it. So we're gonna save that for later. So now we took 9 damage, so we cannot regenerate everything already. That's annoying. He's gonna attack again, but with a negative effect. This enemy tends to inflict a negative effect on your attack for some damage. So is that effect only gonna take, like, is that only gonna affect me if I actually take damage? Or can I completely block it? I wonder. I would like to just go... Like, we're gonna play 1 block at the very least. Right, how much damage can we deal? Let's go. Let's say we get another strike with Infernal Blade. We might get a bash though. Let's go for maximum. We get bash, that's 8 damage. Plus, no, actually 12. Plus 18. That's 30 damage. That would actually kill him. Let's see. Oh wait, you get a random... You're not getting an attack card from your deck, you get a random attack card. That wasn't obvious to me at all. Interesting. That makes the card way more random, but potentially more powerful. Less predictable though, which is kind of a problem in a deck builder game usually. So, I don't know. Interesting, definitely. Deals 5 damage if the enemy is vulnerable, which he is. Gain energy and draw 1 card. Oh wow, that was the perfect card to draw. Or maybe not the perfect, but a really good one. That's awesome. So that's extra damage, and I draw a card and get energy back. So wow. So wait, can we safely kill him now? No. Oh no, it's not quite enough. It's not quite enough. We don't deal 18 damage. God damn it. Oh wait, we do. Never mind. Never mind. My math was off. We totally do 18 damage, more than that. I was like 3 times 6, but we're not, we're doing 3 times 9, or 2 times 9 rather than 1 times, what was the other card, 7. Headbutt, deal 9 damage, place a card from your discard pile on the top of your draw pile. You can select it, I guess, you can choose the card, I guess. That's not bad. Especially, okay, it deals 9 damage and on top of that gives me that effect. So that's definitely a good card for 1 energy. Heavy Blade, deal 14 damage. Strength affects Heavy Blade 3 times. I don't have strength though, right now. So, Rampage deals 8 damage every time this card is played. Increase its damage by 4! That's awesome for for battles that take longer. Like from the cards I see here, I assume that fights will take way longer later on. But I want to go. My strategy with deck building games is usually that's probably not a good strategy here though. But with deck building games like in Dominion, my strategy is usually go with what helps you know the most. Well, in almost all cases, because that will allow you to progress faster, which allows you to get better things later, earlier. So that's good for the minion though, because in the minion, the stronger you deck, the more gold you get, and or the better you deck, the more gold you get, the more better cards you can buy. In this game, that's kind of true, because the stronger you are, the further you get in the dungeon, but it doesn't really help you to get the cards quicker. It just, like, you have to survive till the end. But if you're doing good right now, it might be good to pick a card that is not that helpful to you now, but might be super powerful later. So, I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass here, obviously, because this is the first time I'm playing this game, but just theorizing a little bit. So I picked a random one, and this is apparently an interesting fight against pixies or something. A sneaky gremlin, a shield gremlin, gremlins apparently, a gremlin wizard, and a mad gremlin. Awesome. They look kind of cute. Okay, that's cool. So what is he doing? This enemy tends to use mysterious magic on its turn. This one is angry. Whenever he takes attack damage, it gains 1 strength. Okay, so we have to get rid of him last or very quickly. This enemy intends to block on his turn, so we're not gonna attack him. And this enemy intends to attack for 9 damage. Okay. So I guess we start with the sneaky gremlin, because he has the fewest HP. Can we get rid of him? We can get rid of him this turn. Oh, we could start with the bash. The bash is less useful against those though, because it will only affect 1, obviously. Headbutt. That's hard bet. If you kill him, we only take 40. So we can't. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna use Headbutt. This will not give me. Wait, actually, if I use Strike first, I can use the ability, which gives me another Strike, which is not that useful. Strike can defend on my basic cards. So I think I want to ignore the effect of Headbutt, so I'm going to play Headbutt first. Headbutt him into the wall, and then strike him to death. And then play a shield to protect me from the Mad Gremlin. Sorry. That seems like a good strategy. Let's see what his magic is doing. Charging. Okay, he charged up. He's attacking. That's blocked. So I guess I have to get rid of him. This one is fleeing. Okay, let him run. That's fine. I guess I have to kill him before he completely charges up, I guess. So, can't kill him this turn. Definitely gonna use Iron Wave though. Let's just do some damage to him. And see if we can finish him off next turn. We have 5 shield from the Iron Wave or whatever it's called. Goodbye! He's just walking out casually. So, is his magic finished? Not yet, apparently. Okay, so we can go for Infernal Blade again. Let's do that, because that was awesome last time. I want to see what I get this time. Reaper. Deal 4 damage to all enemies. Perfect. Heal for unblocked damage dealt. Okay, that's cool. Use that, because that kills this one. And then... yeah, I'm increasing his damage, I realize that, but still worth the while, I think, doing that, because now I can kill him next turn. I could have dealt less damage. Yeah, that would have been a good idea. At least 1 attack card less. That would have prevented 1 more damage. Doesn't really matter, because I will heal at the end of combat anyway, but actually now that was the right choice, because I didn't throw enough attack cards. I was like, it would be easy to deal enough damage, even when I played 1 card less, but I only draw Headbutt, so that was not necessarily the right call, but it worked out. A block potion, gain 12 blocks, so items are a thing as well. Drink or throw potions during combat, potions stay with you between rooms. Stay with you between rooms, but not when I use them, right? I assume. Pommel Strike, deal 9 damage, draw a card. Nice. Well, drawing a card is not that useful yet. As I said, more useful if you have more energy. There must be a way to gain more energy. Oh no, wait, it actually has an effect that makes it cheaper. It costs 1 less for each time you lose HP in combat. Deal 16 damage! And every time you take damage, it's not terrible. Spot weakness. If the enemy intends to attack, gains 3 strength. That sounds good. Let's take that. That sounds useful. Okay. This is really fun so far. I enjoyed this quite a bit. This is very similar to what I had intended for my deck building roguelite to be. Oh, now the background actually changed a little bit. Not the actual background, but the color, the torches. Interesting. Green fire. What are those things? I didn't even realize. What the fuck? Undead red thingies? It's a funky beast. Look at it. It's a fucking dead red possessed by a fungi. By a mushroom. That's amazing. What the fuck is this? This is great. Holy shit. Okay, they have 26 HP and they have spore clouds. On death applies vulnerable to you for 2 turns. Okay, that's a pain in the arse. The fuck is that? Oh, we can go with Bash Headbutt. That doesn't help though, because that puts Bash on the top of the deck and we don't need Bash next. Well, we could Bash the other one. That's still not useful though. No. That doesn't make much sense. So we go Headbutt first to not use the effect. Doesn't matter which one we Headbutt. He's gonna buff himself, which will probably not last forever. So let's just kill him first and wait out his buff. That might be the wrong call, who knows, he might get an attack buff which takes forever, which he keeps forever, and would be good to get rid of him as fast as possible, but I can only guess at this point. Oh god, some of the designs in this games are amazing, definitely. So he got +3 strength. Seems like he keeps it, so maybe it would have been good to kill him first. The Inferno Blade, yeah, I'm gonna use it, yeah. Especially because one of them is... Oh no, I didn't play Bash. Right, I didn't play Bash. That what... Was that on purpose? No, I don't... I think I fucked that up. Maybe. Anyway, spend all energy. Deal 5 damage to all enemies X times. That's 10 damage to both. That doesn't kill him. I could use Strike and then Whirlwind. Yeah, let's do that. It's not as efficient, but it kills that one, which is worthwhile. That's a cool card though. That gives some real tactical choices on how to spend your energy. So we can't use Spot Weakness right now, which is the weakness of this card. You can only use it if an enemy is actually attacking. Interesting. Headbutt, we don't have anything in our discard pile, but it's still 9 damage. Block is not helping us this turn, so we just go for... Okay, we could use Spot Weakness to then use Headbutt and get Spot Weakness next turn, but we could instead just attack 3 times, which seems more reasonable. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna Iron Wave, then Headbutt him, get the Iron Wave back because the Iron Wave is really useful, and then strike... Oh, he's actually dead, never mind. Didn't do the math. Another Block Potion. Inflame, gain 2 strength. Permanently. That's good. Deal damage... Well, is it though? Well, yeah, it will pay off after 3 more attacks, basically. Like, it's better than a strike after... Or it's at the same level as a strike, 3 attacks later. A little weaker, I suppose, because of blocking, but after the 4th attack afterwards, it's okay. Which only makes it useful early game, and you will redraw it. So, not sure if I like that. Body Slam. Like, it's obviously, again, a good card that's good for long runs, long fights. But so far, all the fights were fairly short. Deal damage equal to your current block. Yeah. Situationally strong, but can also be very useless. Sword Boomerang. Deal 3 damage to a random enemy 3 times. That's 3 random enemies, right? That's really good. It's a little bit unpredictable. Against 1 enemy, it's 9 damage flat out, though. So that's definitely good. I want to wrap up the video because it's going for half an hour already and I'm kind of repeating here, but I don't want to stop playing. I guess I want to wrap up and then continue playing because this is really fun so far. Holy shit. So what are those sentries? Okay, they all intend to attack and they have artifact negates 1 debuff. So I guess Spot Weakness will not be that. Oh no, wait. Spot Weakness is not a debuff. It's a buff. Bash would be though. So we can go for Spot Weakness. Wait, that gives me strength, right? Yeah, okay, so I have to target one, but it will give me strength. So it does, oh, one of them is stronger than the others. Interesting. Let's target this one, because then I can decide which of the other two I want to go for. Does it really matter? No, it doesn't matter. I just gain the strength. Never mind. Okay. So we can go sword. Strength will apply to all 3 of the attacks. Oh, look at that. That's 18 damage for 1 card. Now the question is, do we go with block? Wait, I didn't take notice so far. Will block 5 damage of all the attacks, or just 5 damage in total? I think only in total. So block potion might be in order here. Drink that. Now we have 12. They will deal 21 damage though, so let's use defense. So we have 17 block. Now we're gonna see if that was dumb because it blocks from every card, but I don't think it does. No, it counts down. Yeah. So, Infernal Blade, Bash. Gosh, yeah, we're definitely. I always gonna. Well, I could intend to play to defend again. The question is though, can I kill one this turn? Bash is 11 damage. Plus he becomes vulnerable, and I deal another 9 plus something. That's enough to kill one. That means I cannot play any defense though. If I play... So I can either play both defense and probably Infernal Blade and see what I get. Or I can go Bash Strike and kill one for sure. Or go Bash and gamble on Infernal Blade. I mean, we could go Infernal Blade, see what we get, and then either Bash and use that, or defend and use that. Do I really want to go Bash Strike here? That takes 7. I could use the potion, I guess. That seems to be the way to go. We use Bash. Bashing wastes the vulnerable effect, kind of, but getting rid of enemies is really important. So I guess they don't regenerate, I would assume. Oh, what are they doing? Negative effect, okay. So Iron Wave is not that useful right now. Well, it's still 8 damage, but the block is not helping. So we're gonna headbutt one. Yeah, we're definitely gonna play headbutt to gain a card from in here. We're gonna also use... No, we're gonna use... Wait, how much damage? 31 or 28. That's 12. Plus 9 is 21. So 21 plus 9 would be 30. Not enough to kill this one. But with 8 I can still kill this one. So we can safely play Iron Wave first. Because I'm not quite sure what's in the discard pile. I could probably check. Let's just go for that one. I could have just go for more damage and go for the other one, I guess. Wait, I didn't... Oh no, now we choose the card. Right. So we do this, now we can choose a card. Sword Boomerang or Iron Wave? I think we go for Boomerang. That's a lot of damage because I have the strength buff. And now we kill him off with a strike. He's gonna try to nerf me. Or debuff. Oh, he puts wounds in my deck. Oh, that's not nice. So can we kill him in one turn is the question. Sword Boomerang, that's 18 damage. Plus another 12. That's 30. Yeah, we can easily kill him. So let's play Infernal Blade first to see what we get funny. Deal 10 damage to all enemies. That's okay as well. It's not as good as the other ones, but better than a strike. Sword Boomerang, that's 18 damage to your face. Headbutt. And cleave. There we go. Oh, that was the first epic fight, right? Gold. What's the lantern? Gain energy on the first turn of every combat. Wait, what? Gain energy on the first turn of every combat. What does this mean? Does this mean I gain max energy, or I guess I get 4 energy on the first turn only? Probably. Relics found throughout the Spire grant unique bonuses and remain throughout your run. They can be found by defeating powerful foes or within chests. Okay. Pommel Strike, Thunderclap, deal 4 damage and apply vulnerable to all aim. That's useful, kind of. Combust at the end of your turn with 1 HP and deal 4 damage to all enemies. That's really weak. That's really weak in comparison to the other cards we saw so far. Like 4 damage to all is not a lot. Like that one deals 4 damage and does the vulnerable thing. And this one is 4 damage and a debuff for yourself, as with the downside. I'm not sure. I think those are rarities, but this one looks more rare. Like the blue thingy here looks more rare than this gray border or frame. So I would assume that one would be. But this card's just weaker, isn't it? Does it make a difference that it's a power and not an attack? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I guess we go with Thunderclap, really. Pommel Strike is good as well, I guess, but drawing a card's not that useful. 9 damage is good, though. Like, that's just 9 damage. But vulnerable... Apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. So not only this turn, I guess. Still okay. You can follow it up with something else and then... Okay, I think we're gonna go for the rest. See what that does exactly, and then we're gonna wrap up the video. So we can heal for 30% of your max HP. Okay, or upgrade a card. Upgrade a card in your. What's that? What does this mean? What does upgrading mean? Upgrade a block or defend. It becomes a defend plus. It just gains stronger. Huh. Okay. Wait, escape opens the option menu is not cancelling. That's weird. So that deals more damage. Yeah, it's basically buffing all the values by 50%. This one is interesting. This is rounded up though. Usually the 50% buffs are rounded down. God damn it, I'm trying to, okay. Get the hand off the keyboard. Pressing escape is not what you want it to be. That's bad UI design, or UX design rather, by the way, in my opinion. Like, if I press escape, I want to close the current dialogue and not open some random menu. God damn it, did it again. Hand off keyboard. Now. Okay, good. So, it also increases the duration of the vulnerable. That's really useful. So I think that might be the strongest part. So, wait, can we actually increase... Oh, we can't increase the vulnerable for this. Ah, too bad. Too bad. But we can increase the damage of the... Okay. So for the boomerang, it doesn't increase the damage. It increases the number of times it hits, which is even... Is it even stronger? Kind of. Depends. Because now strength applies even, like, one more time. I'm gonna upgrade the boomerang. Probably. Wait, let's see what the other cards do. It's 4 strength. That's good, obviously. That's just more damage. That doesn't do anything. Yeah, we're gonna upgrade the boomerang. It seems to be an amazing card. Proceed. Okay, so you can either rest or do that thing. Oh, there's... Do we go to the treasure? No, we're gonna wrap up here. We're gonna wrap up here. This looks fantastic so far. I'm excited. Holy shit. This is exactly what I had in mind when I had the idea of creating a Rogue-Lite deck building game. I'm definitely gonna play more of this and gonna try to make a more in-depth video about it and see how the late game is and how good the variety and the replayability will be and stuff like that. And yeah, so long. It's called... What's it called again? Slay the Spire, right. Slay the Spire. It's gonna enter Steam Early Access on the 15th of November. The link is in the description below. And I'm TH Pine. Thanks a lot for watching. Have fun and see you next time.